everyone, this is Varun Agarwal here again, your director at bookmymbbs.com. So today I'm just going to give a small brief on what all issues our students have faced after they have traveled this year. Let me just tell you that this year we have sent our students to Kazakhstan, Russia, Georgia and Ukraine. Whatever students have gone, after reaching there, they have reached out to us with their concerns, with their problems, what they have faced. So I thought I'll just let everyone know. These are the generic problems what every student would face when they go, and there are situations you might not face any problem at all. Okay, so the first problem which came to us was, okay, after reaching the hostel, the students, they are allocated a room. They are there in two sharing or three sharing basis, and everyone is not your friend when you reach there. You have to make friends. There are cases wherein your room partner is not compatible with you. You and that person might be having problems in coming to a common understanding. So in those scenarios, you would obviously want to change your room. So this is one of the most common problem what every student faces after reaching a different country other than India. So here what we do, we get into picture, we talk to the dean, the head office there, we try to apply for a room change for the student and get the room changed where the student is more happy, because the student has to have focus on studies rather than trying to find a compatible partner. We make sure that the student is not having any issues with respect to the room or sharing of the room at least. Second problem which comes to us was, hostel is not within the college campus premises. Not every college will have the hostel in the college premises, because hostel requires a little huge space because a lot of students are staying there. So hostels are at a distance of maybe a half kilometer or a kilometer in most of the colleges. So that much walk will be there, or maybe a local transport can be taken, and we try to give the students the closest hostels from the universities so that the student doesn't waste lot of time in the commute. But having said that, the students or everyone has to be prepared that you will not get a hostel in the college premises. Third one which comes to us is the government hostels and private hostels, which ones to choose. Well, both of them are really good. You can choose government or private. The prime differences comes like government hostel and private hostel. It will be mostly the maintenance part. Government hostels, as you know, it is maintained by the government bodies there. The maintenance might not be up to the mark, whereas private bodies, they make sure that their hostels are well maintained. In government hostels, the mess facilities might not be up to the mark and you might not get Indian food, whereas the government private hostels, you will get Indian food there. We have Indian chefs and all preparing the food for you. Okay, so moving to the next set, what the students generally complain about is the mess. So you have to keep in mind that mess, it will not be as good as you will get in India, because obviously Indian spices, Indian way of making food is completely different. Though we have Indian chefs available there, the spices, the storage of the raw material and everything, it is completely different. So the taste will be different there. The first problem it comes in mess is like the students complain about only 2 meals a day. Well, you have to understand that every consultant will provide you 2 meals a day. Either it could be breakfast and dinner or lunch and dinner. One meal has to be managed by you, or you can pay a little extra there for that particular one meal. So in general, 2 meals are given to a student just because you can go have your breakfast and go to the university. Lunch is generally in the university, so you don't need to pay in them. So generally the students have breakfast and then they go to the university. They have their lunch in the university and then they come back and have dinner in the mess. That's why everyone provides 2 meals, breakfast and dinner. Lunch is generally in the university and the student can pay and have lunch in the university. The third problem which our students complained was only one student complained, saying that the quantity was less. When we further investigated, we found that she requested for mess to send her the lunch to her room. So that's what happens, like in the packing or all, the quantity of the lunch becomes a little less, but when you go to the mess and have your food, the quantity is sufficient enough for one person. So there is a possibility, in case you're not well, you can ask the mess to send a lunch to your room, or like a meal to your room. That can be done, but maybe the quantity might differ, so which is not a very big problem. The third category which comes here is the travel. As like most of the students are just 15 years or 16 years of age, they might not have an experience of traveling abroad alone, and so this is like one of the problems. Like the students, they start feeling homesick after reaching there. So we have to be mentally prepared that 2 to 3 months will be very difficult for us as a student or as a parent, because you are not like you have to stay away from your parents, and you have to experience the different food, different culture, different country, different language. Everything will be new for you, so you need to be prepared for a different life altogether. Secondly, about the jet lag and all, that happens in a regular process. Like whether you travel to any country in Europe or Australia or America, you are bound to get a jet lag. So these are the common problems which every student faces when they travel for the first time, but these are not something which cannot be overcome by us. You just need to have a strong will and a positive attitude, so that your aim of becoming doctor is achieved and you are not lagging behind because of these problems. So I would like to wish everyone all the best, and we want you to be strong and individual personalities going forward. Thank you.